Say, man, it's TTRLA.
Y'all want to see somebody get ran through? So, Honest Comedian says, y'all bitches gonna love being single until you're in your 80s, no kids, and your family dead. Keep playing. Then Solomon came with the drag. He said, let's have us a more salient conversation. Men have shorter lives than women, fail to create healthy platonic relationships, and neglect mental health and emotional health. Why? He said, we love to use fear of partnership against women, but at the end of the day, men should be fearful of growing old alone. He goes on to say the time we waste performing our masculinity before one another was the time we were supposed to be using to form meaningful bonds. Y'all boys are gonna like this one right here. It's nothing like knocking on 50 in your 15-year-old BMW, high blood pressure in a room with your mama house, and a lifetime of estranged relationships. Wondering why you can't date successfully, so you look for relationships that you can manipulate with money and people you can control, because you have not cultivated an emotional maturity to have an adult relationship. He said, but by all means, let's continue to talk about these women single.
Mo, all these bitches gon' fuck me for a chat. Say she love me, only want me come now. Come bitch on that. Ruger boys, we awesome shooters, we the bat. Fucking bat. We got 40, so don't pull up on my chat. No. I just flash and I pussy hot. I'm a flash and I pussy hot. Made the first draft, I'm a rookie hot. He's done miracles on me. He's done miracles on me. He's done miracles on me.
Street Talk Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, via Los Angeles, California. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me, man. Y'all know how it go, man. I'm out here doing my thing solo, dolo, you feel me? I want to shout out to Townhouse Media, my man, been ready like we've been ready to elevate. He gave me the opportunity to fly on my own, man, do my own production. So I'm getting to it. We got a wonderful show as always. I want to thank my audience, you, my viewers, my listeners out there in audio world. I appreciate you guys staying down with me and on my transition as I continue to elevate. Unfortunately, Instagram hated on my old page, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I want y'all to follow my new page. That is treetop_radio LA. Make sure y'all follow me, tune into all my episodes. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at TTRLA. Like, subscribe, and share, man. We got a wonderful show. Y'all always know that I'm always starting off with my Black inventions, my Black inventors. You know what I'm saying? This is a Pinpoint book. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure y'all go check out Pinpoint. This is 1001 Black inventions. Last week we talked about the air conditioning, the AC, and the air conditioning unit, all invented by Black people, because we solid out here. We invented the world. The world was built on the backs of our Black and brown brethren and sisters. I want to also shout out to National Indigenous Day. I was just out Philly the other day, tapping into my roots. I do have some Cherokee Native blood in me. So, you know, it was a wonderful experience to be a part of history out there in Philadelphia, where they recognize the indigenous people. And for my people that don't know who or what indigenous is, those are the natives that originally were on this land, which was called Turtle Island back in the day. Of course, colonizers came and said they discovered America. Christopher Columbus ain't discovered a motherfucking thing. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Where my audience at? Thank y'all. He didn't discover a motherfucking thing. That nigga ain't discovered shit. He actually crash landed on Turtle Island, and the natives actually had to help him and, you know, put him in the right direction. He ended up stealing everything from, you know, that's unfortunate. But I was a part of history, and I want to shout out to Philadelphia for giving the natives their own day on what was formerly known as Columbus Day is going to be now known as Indigenous Day, and hopefully that can travel across the world. Now, for our first invention for the day, we have guess I'm about to shock y'all. I'm about to. What am I? Hey, audience, go ahead on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. I'm about to shock the world with this one. Just because God is great and we are great, and if you got melanin in you, you are amazing. You know what I'm saying? The airplane, ladies and gentlemen, phew, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, hey, that's why all the black, that makes sense. That's why all black people like getting on Spirit anyway. You know what I mean? We invented the airplane. Of course, we want to get an airplane that's efficient for our pockets. So we got Spirit, the soul plane, aka soul plane. You know what I'm saying? So we invented the airplane, the contributor, of course, Africa, because we like that. You know what I mean? The date was 2,000 years ago. That's way before any colonizers set foot on what they tried to call America, is actually Turtle Island. The reference was discovered by flight engineer G. Messiah, Blacks in Science, International Aerospace Education Committee, 1983. A model plane made of sycamore wood. Come on. The first airplane was made out of sycamore wood, bruh. You know how strong sycamore wood is? Do you know how skilled and intellectual you gotta be to build a plane out of wood, my nigga? Come on, we like that. Throw the audience on for me. Wakanda forever. Shout out, long live Chadwin Baldwin. All right. A model plane made out of sycamore wood was built by ancient Africans, examined by NASA aeronautic engineers. It was deemed capable of flight. So without the black man, you niggas wouldn't be taking flight. I'm sorry, let me take that back because I got to work on saying the word niggas. You know what I mean? My woman got on me. She told me it's it's a derogatory word. I can't really be. You know what I mean? Throw the hand claps. And shout out to my woman. You know what I mean? She always keeping me tight, keeping me right. You feel me? Yeah, feel me? Because sometimes I be like, you feel me? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to my girl though, Asia dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about, but sometimes you gotta give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because I'm a person that is of influence, and I have people out there listening to me, and I cannot be, not giving a f about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So black gods, we are everywhere. Black kings and queens, you know what I mean? We are the soul of this world. We invented the airplane out of sycamore wood. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, the colonizers, they be trying, does it really work? Let's test it out. Then they tested it out. I was like, dang, we gotta make this happen. We gotta take what they made and we gotta say it's ours. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even tell y'all that in y'all history books, that the first airplane was made by Africa. Talking about. All right, the next invention on the list, I have aspirin. How many of y'all out there? Throw the hand claps on. Where my audience at? Throw the hand claps. How many of y'all hear her right now? How many of y'all hear her right now? If you hear her, throw the hand clap. If you hear her, raise your hand. Raise your hand out there in the audio world, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Now, guess what? Because your head was hurting, somebody else's head was hurting many, many, many moons ago. And guess who invented the cure for that? A black person. It was aspirin. Niggas, we invented aspirin, niggas. I'm sorry, gods and queens. Throw the hand claps. Come on. Come on. Come on. We invented aspirin. The contributor is Bantus. I like his name too. His name is Bantus. The aspirin maker. Bentos, the aspirin maker. But yeah, okay, so we went to aspirin by my man Bantos. The date was traditional. I don't know what that means. You got to ask pinpoint. I mean, traditional means they don't even know. They don't even. The aspirin was made so far deep within history. They don't even know. They don't even know the date. But the reference is the Bantu folklore, M. Hewitt, Cape Town. Bantus use plants. So I'm assuming that the Bantus, I'm assuming that the Bantus is actually not a person, but it's a tribe. You feel me? So the Bantus is possibly a tribe. So the Bantus use plants because they use it in a plural form. So we're gonna use our black brains and we're gonna make the correlation. For my people who don't understand what the correlation is, that means thank you. That means a connection. So the Bantus use plants such as a willow bark that contain the salicylic acid found in aspirin. Hold up. Look, as I read, I'm finding this information out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to think like, damn, she don't know this shit. I'm finding out with y'all. Each and every time I read these inventions is something new for me because I also want to be shocked and learning with my audience and with my listeners because we are growing and elevating together. So this is just shocking. And plants are everything. Shout out to Dr. Sabi too. Okay, so this the willow bark that contains the salicylic acid found in aspirin for treating headaches. The Bantus found these plants to be a safe, natural remedy for headaches and other discomforts. However, bum, 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 y'all know what happened. Let me play it again, just in case y'all don't. On the first 48, a murder took place. A theft, as it were. America. However, American chemical companies, damn, American chemical companies subsequently added other substances for profit and quicker results. So guess what? The black people of Africa, because you know Bantus is in Africa, it's a tribe in Africa. The Bantus in Africa found a pure remedy for headaches. It's the salicylic acid found in the willow bark. They use that as aspirin. But guess how the colonizers do? When they came and vultured Turtle Island and tried to call it the Americas, they stole what the Africans was using to cure the headache and they added chemicals in it to make a better profit. So what y'all think, you know what I'm saying, is happening now with these medicines? And no offense to my people that's out there vaccinated. I'm not, this is not a shot at you guys, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, what do y'all think is happening? You know what I'm saying? If these colonizers are willing to infiltrate pure medicine just for profit, you know what I mean? Kind of make you wonder about other things, you feel me? But you know, God be the glory and all God's children are blessed. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the hand claps. Amen and amen again. You feel me? All right. And the next invention is going to be the automatic transmission. How many of my people out there drive sticks or don't know? I mean, how many of my people out there don't know how to drive sticks? Only know how to drive an automatic engine. Raise your hand. Raise your hand, people. Don't lie. Don't lie. I have no clue how to drive a stick. So guess who invented the automatic transmission for a player like myself? RB Spikes. So we don't go bike. You feel me? My man invented the automatic transmission December 6, 1932. The patent number was 1,889,814. Spike's mechanism allowed the automatic shifting of the gears in a car's transmission. So because it started out with the stick shift, you know what I mean? Started out with the stick shift. People was like, man, it's complicated. I got to throw the clutch in. I got to put my foot right here. Then I got to listen so I know when the joint about to run out. Then, and then I got to go to the second gear. Then I got to put the shit in neutral when I'm going up an incline. Then if my shit turn off, I got to put both my feet on the motherfucking the accelerator and the little clutch joint. Nah. RB Spikes was like, look, we tired of crashes. I'm tired of this, these kids in the house. They need to go, you know what I mean? So we're gonna invent the automatic transmission. Shout out to my man Spike, because he got his bike. You feel me? bite. Got us bite. All right, this is the last adventure. This is the last adventure. You got a wonderful show, you know what I mean? You got a wonderful show today. The last invention. Last invention, y'all know we like that. So I be saying the most random inventions. Last time, like a couple shows ago, I was like, we invented the caller ID because which we did. I was like, damn. And it was a woman. Cause she trying to block people's screen. Cause women do that now, screening phone calls and shit. So we got the batteries, nigga. We invented the batteries, nigga. The contributor was Granville T. Woods. August 14, 1888, patent number 387839. Woods batteries were such a significant improvement over a galvanic direct electrical current batteries that his invention, electrolyte batteries, are still used today. Come on. Come. Throw the hand claps. My man batteries was so powerful. How powerful was they, Smiles? They were so powerful, they still using my man shit today. To this day. And I bet you they don't teach you that shit in your schools. I bet you the colonizers don't know that because they think they invented every motherfucking thing, them dumb. Ooh. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Let me bring it in. I gotta bring it back in. My fault. I was about to go off. They be lunching. So the Woods batteries is still used today. Electrolyte batteries use better conductors, hold more current, and last longer than galvanic batteries. Come on. We like that. All right, you guys, we got a wonderful show today. Before I get my show started, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody for tuning in to TTRLA. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on my new Instagram. Before I get into my story, though, and before my co-host comes on, you know what I'm saying? He got the key, so he already gonna let himself in after I read after I go through my story and my purpose. I'm gonna go ahead and let his ass in. I gave him a key last week. I mailed him the joint, you know what I'm saying? My man, throw the hand claps on my man. My man is no longer a guest. He just come to fucking the house. You know what I'm saying? I told my man Jeffrey, hey, you don't gotta hit my man with the blicky. You know what I mean? He good. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey like, all right, cool. Say no more. But before we get started, I like to tell my little stories and shit. So this is a story that is based on a true story. You know what I mean? And the title of it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my music. And the title of it is called The Colors of the World. Sitting here at the black table in TTRLA, I'm observing everything and everyone around me. To my left sits a young black man, very handsome, seemingly queer, with a very fashionable style. Across from him is what looks to be a white Hispanic male, with his head down, on the phone with a hat. Old school tangle bucket. It's gloomy out today. No sun in sight. And it's already 1:43 p.m. I look up and across the street, a very tall model-like female walks with a rabbit tail chain stuffed in her back pocket. As she walks, she keeps glancing across the street in what looks like to be in my direction. I got nervous. I was like, oh shit. She about to walk up to me. I don't know, baby. As she walks, she keeps glancing across the street. I ordered a latte, macchiato, and a fruit Danish. While I write my current thoughts and text a woman who I believe was sent to me on this earth and only for me. As I look to the right, though, a very light-skinned, black, badass woman sits by herself, waiting for someone. And out of nowhere, a tall, athletic build, black man greets her, and I could feel all the uneasiness of the young lady subside. This particular area I am in seems to be a high fashion area of LA. I visited Acme Studios, a clothing store suggested to me by a young black LA designer. Shout out to my man Joshua Madison, who recently created a custom red bandana outfit for the game. What I observed from Acme Studios is that in the fall, their fall wear that was in there were very chic, not really stand outish material wise. However, However, the material was very sturdy and it seemed long lasting. I honestly, I honestly see the same material down at the fashion district when I went shopping for my own bulk clothing, for my own brand. I want to be a designer, you know what I mean? I ultimately want to have my own clothing brand. Some things that stood out to me was the personalized art on the clothing, along with the personalized tags for my clothing. I could imagine having it in Acme Studios, TTRLA apparel. I looked back across the street to see a restaurant entitled Omni Burger. I looked up the word Omni and could find no search, so I assumed that the person or the owner of that burger joint made it the fuck up. See a restaurant next to it with an expensive sign on the window that says cheat or reef. I thought maybe it was Italian, so I pronounced it Chittore or reef. As I finished the last sentence, a brilliant idea just came across my mind. To pull out my clothing items that I made and put them out on the table to draw attention to it and take pictures. I don't know why I wanted to do three things at once, but that's obviously what my mind decided to write. So I did what I said I was going to do. I took pictures of my items to create attention. It worked. People were staring at me from all different directions. I'm sure people were wondering what it is I do and why on earth am I writing and taking pictures at the same time. They didn't know that I was an awesome multitasker. And I'm like that, being from Capitol Heights, Maryland, located in PG County, just 2 minutes outside of Washington, D.C., southeast to be exact. My goal for the next 3 months is to be able to generate three consistent forms of income in order to sustain myself financially, because living in LA is very expensive and it's hard to find a job. So you have to be an entrepreneur quick or be left on skid row. In those 3 months, I also want to create clothing tags for my apparel. As I am sitting here, something just happened. I am posting on my phone and I am simultaneously listening to these gentlemen's conversation because I'm nosy as fuck. And sometimes I zone out and pay attention to other people's conversation. And I overhear the one gentleman to my left say, all the people that I've met and became close with, I've never met, only talked over the phone. That was so profound because that's how I feel about everyone that I meet. Each person I come in contact with serves a purpose. That was the end of my story. That was actually some real thoughts that I was writing as I was sitting downtown in LA. Who knew that it would turn into a story for my show? You know what I'm saying? You see how things work? And right now, I am currently generating three forms of income, you know what I'm saying, to make shit happen, you know, because I forecast some shit. And, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people that I've met that serve a purpose in my life, like my co-host, because without my man, I don't think the energy would be as great as it could be. You feel me? So shout out to me, shout out to him, shout out to you guys. You guys are great. Now I want to get into my purpose. This is a wonderful purpose, you know, a wonderful topic. I always like to give the purpose for my people out there in Spotify, Google, Apple, to my future investors that are listening. I always like to give purpose of my show because it just gives a better understanding of what we're going to be talking about. So today's title is called Is Love Effort? The purpose of this episode is to create a space for healthy and positive conversation about love. I feel like we live in a world now where love is elusive. You know what I'm saying? It's just weak as fuck to talk about love. You know what I mean? Or you're just sensitive, or just love it doesn't even exist nowadays. You know what I mean? It's like, like love. You feel me? You understand? I feel like I'm sorry. You start to believe that one can only obtain love through the facades, fake relationships, money, social media, fame, etc. Or you believe that love is an emotion that becomes temporary, stagnant, or complacent with time. How we look, how we love, how we love and who we love ultimately, in my opinion, begins with our parents and how we obtain that love from them from the start. If the love from our parents aren't shown, it will affect our child's personal relationships. I also want my audience to understand and be aware that love is an action verb, a constant. So is love effort? I guess we'll see, man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, got my boy.
Booyah!
Who
We
you
in
is?
here.
Hey, where my audience at? Bring my audience in here.
You know I got a key, so I don't already came in. I'm chilling in the guest room. You know what I'm saying? I got
You know
my
what I'm saying?
feet picked up.
My man got his feet kicked up. Hey, Jeffrey, give my man some water quickly.
Yeah, bring some mimosas in this motherfucker.
Bring the mimosas. Shantice, bring the mimosas. Bring the
Yeah, we
mimosas. Thank
in
you. You know what I'm
here.
saying? We in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
We
Is love.
live.
You know what I mean? I want to thank you, Black Corn Man, for tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? Before I ask you my first question, we're going to go in commercial break real quick. You know what I'm saying? We want to bring the people up to date with some current bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So here we go.
And
There
the
we
poor
go.
is gonna get poorer.
Amen.
So go get the fucking vaccine and stop being stupid, hoe. Nah, I knock niggas out for a living, hoe. And I'm a real bitch. No cap. From DC, from fucking DC to Miami to LA. That's like living in what's up. You can't fuck with me. You can't get in my business. And this is all real rap.
Hey, Shorty was lunching like shit.
Hey, yo, what's
Shorty
going
was,
on with her? What the hell she got going on there? She looked like she
man,
was
the way,
tweaking or something.
man, she was on that Cali Coke, man.
Yeah!
She was off that good booger sugar. You feel me? Shorty was lunching good. She talking about something. It's like what living in WhatsApp. Bitch, why you living in the app? What the
Bitch,
fuck
what
is wrong?
the fuck?
The fuck is wrong with your motherfucking ass? Next week on the first 48, Black China
Yeah, what
living
the
in
hell?
WhatsApp. She living on. She doing a Black Mirror episode. Fuck she talking about on a Black Mirror. So for my audience that's just tuning in, man, the title of today is called "Is Love Effort." Now, I want my guys to, just I want this just to be a safe space for, creating positive conversation about healthy relationships. You know what I mean? Last week we were talking about venting, and we got some good information, kicked to us by my man Black Corn Man. He was speaking some real righteousness. You know what I mean? So I want to give you guys
Apparently
the
not.
huh.
Apparently I wasn't kick. Apparently I wasn't kicking it right. She like it was a
Denani!
lot of stuff.
Denani! Ladies
She
and
just told me right
gentlemen,
now. She told me before the show came on. She like it was a lot of stuff you said wrong in the last one. I'm like, hold on, what you mean? Like
what
I
you
ain't never
mean?
wrong.
We was trying to get to it. Denani, we miss you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now I want to give you guys the definition of love. Love is an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest, a pleasure in something. Now, Black Corn Man, what does love mean in a relationship? That's what I'm gonna ask you. That I'm gonna give. I want you to give your answer, then I'm gonna give my answer.
That's a deep question right
Come
there.
on, let's go. I'm always asking deep questions. Always asking the deep questions. You feel me? That's why this is TTRLA. You know what I mean?
That was a deep one. Hey, wait, but
Yeah.
I got a question. I got a
Yeah.
question that I never asked. What's that on your head?
Okay, thanks for asking. Because I haven't been doing my due diligence and getting my little pad that I need to press the buttons, so people can't see this. You know what I mean? So now they have to see this because again, I haven't done my due diligence. So this is just my speaker because this is a dynamic mic and the sounds only come through because you can hear the hand claps, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so the
yeah.
hand claps only come through if I'm directly in front. So so
Okay.
I feel like if I'm doing great, people will kind of see that and then block it out.
Yeah, okay, okay. I had to ask you, and I'm like, you know what? What the fuck really going on right here? Like, now that
That
I got a
shit.
key, I gotta know what go on in the house.
Now you gotta look. You know what I'm saying? Sis be tripping sometimes. You gotta know your sister be tripping sometimes, and sometimes I don't be doing my due diligence. I don't be doing my shit. So this is my speaker. But I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm gonna get my little pad. Then it's gonna be going away. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But this
man. You
for
know how
right
black
now. It's gonna
business is.
draw them in.
We got to get in how we fit in the
We gotta get
beginning,
it
and then
how
when
we
they
fit
get
in. You
right,
know
we're
what I
gonna
mean?
get it right.
Get it
Yeah.
right when we get it right. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta start somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up there. You know what I mean? So, what does love mean in a relationship? Black Core Man, let the people want to know because you've been giving some good wisdom. What do you feel like love means in a relationship? And don't fuck up because the
It's fun.
nine is
It's
right
funny
there.
you say that because that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, you know what? I think I need to read a few books and take a little time, take a break, so come get
Take
back
a
to
break,
you on
come
that one.
back. Let me tell my version. So I'm gonna give my definition.
Let me
Okay.
go.
So I'm gonna kick it off first. So for me, love in a relationship means, listening. Love means, being present in the moment. I think, just me coming from being divorced, I can understand that you actually have to like a person, you know
Hold
what I
up,
mean?
hold up. You're not gonna just
Bring it
slide
back.
that one by. Let's
Bring it
read.
back.
You was
Bring it.
divorced.
Hold on.
You was what? This a Twilight Zone shit going on. You was what? You
Yeah,
said
young
what?
nigga, young nigga, it's crazy. I was young
Nah,
and
I
dumb,
don't know. I don't know. I need an explanation. I need some understanding. Talk to me,
I,
beloved.
talk to me, beloved. Wait, I gotta get my thoughts together, man. It was crazy, man. Back in 2016, man, shit was crazy, Shit was unexpected, So I got married. Yes, I did. I got married. I got
How,
married
how,
and
how
divorced
that
within a
happen?
year.
Damn.
Divorced within a year because we was not of equal yoke. We wasn't really for each other. You know what I'm saying? And we was just on two different pages in life. And I don't think we was. We just should have been friends. We should have just kept it as friends. And
How'd
it gets
y'all
to
end up married if it wasn't right? That's what I want to know.
shit.
How long
That's what
was
I'm
y'all
saying.
together
I don't even
before you
understand.
got married?
I knew her for probably about 8 years.
Okay.
Prior to like we was some good friends. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know. I was in like I don't know, bruh.
Is
I
this a
don't even,
taboo conversation? We can't talk about this with the manager in the room. What's
bro.
going
Hey,
on?
come on,
Talk
come on.
to
All right, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. The reason why I got married was because honestly, I felt like she was the only person that I probably would end up being with. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt I didn't have no confidence within myself. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling like, damn, I gotta settle. You know what I'm saying? I was settling.
me.
And I felt like because in a moment I had lost a job, my financial situation wasn't good, and she was contributing to a lot of the finances, paying half of the rent and car note, it was just a lot, and I felt like I was stuck, honestly, until shit got to a boil where I was like, man, fuck all this shit. It's just craziness how everything is going down. I'm about to go to fuck the LA, and but prior to my transition to LA after the divorce, I end up, being homeless for a little bit, kind of like being from like post to post, different couches and shit until I could save my money to move to LA save my money so I could pay for Airbnb for like 2 months until I transferred my job because I had a job in DC. So I transferred that joint out LA. And the rest is history. So that's how I end up married and divorced within
Okay,
a
okay. Two is
fucking
married for a need.
it was a need, it wasn't love, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I picked this topic, you know what I'm saying? Well, not because of the marriage, but just in general about love, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have a clear understanding of what love was or is, in that moment. But now that I'm in a healthy, productive relationship and partnership with, my current queen, I I can see how the things that I may not have done in the past with someone else, I know that I need to do, or I know to do now with my current partner. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, I don't know.
Nah, I do. It make perfect sense, and I'm glad you said that because that's gonna help me with what I'm gonna say too.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Throw the hand clap. Throw the hand clap. Let's go. Cause my shit's sweating, nigga. You gotta be
Look,
sweating
you
bullets.
got
That
hide the
little
motherfucker.
that little
Got the
shit
hot seat. And
discombobulated,
Spotlight
nigga.
got on you real quick for a second, and we gonna talk about ourselves,
You
huh?
know what I mean?
Self
That's why I like
reflection.
my
Wait a
co-host.
minute.
My co-host put me in the spotlight. Spotlight. My nigga was like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Okay,
I
now
don't
what
give
you
a
was
fuck
gonna
about.
say?
All right. So what I was gonna say was like, yeah, that was perfect right there. The way you said that, your idea of it was changing or has changed, and I think that that's definitely something I'm working on is getting a better understanding of it because, like how you said in the beginning, our first image of love comes from our parents, and so if that's fucked up, we gotta at some point reprogram ourselves from that shit. And I guess that's what I'm working on now.
Absolutely, because and shout out to my long live my dad, and shout out to my mom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my mom, because she checks my podcast out. So I don't want her to think I'm throwing any shots. You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw my hands up, nigga. Hands up, don't shoot, ma. You feel me? Let me throw the fresh 48 sound on. Hands up, hands up, don't fucking shoot, okay? But I believe that maybe a lot of I think this, like my last relationship, you know, I think a lot of it had to do with the relationship that me and my mom did not have at the time. You know what I'm saying? It Me and her was estranged. We was going through our own little issues from, since I was young, and we didn't
Mhm.
have that closure. We didn't have that connection. So I think maybe I was, trying to like maybe see my mom as someone, a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we as children, we try to mirror our relationships after, our
Well, we
parents, you know what
see.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And what we see, you know what I mean? Or a role model, you know what I mean? So for me, I don't think that me and my mom had at that time had that made that transition to, just sitting down and talking and getting to know each other. But now we do. And now with my current relationship is wonderful, you know what I'm saying, with me, my mom, and my partner, which is a great thing. And
Okay.
automatically, which I think is a key thing too. So my mom didn't really care for my ex at all. And when I try to ask my mom actually about advice on whether or not I should marry, she was like, find out on your own.
Damn.
Figure it out on your own. I was like, damn, is that a sign? But she's like, fuck you. No, she didn't really say those words, but that's what I got from it. But
Yeah.
now with my current partner, she automatically, fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? They had a connection, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that had to do with me and my mom's connection, you know what I'm saying? So that does play a part, you know what I'm saying? The love of a parent and a child, and how that's shown or not shown, can affect, a child, especially men. I think, you know what I'm saying, it affects, if a mom and a dad don't have, I mean, if a mom and a son don't really have a good relationship, that ultimately plays a role on a son's relationship. If a dad and a daughter don't have a good relationship, that ultimately plays a role on a daughter's relationship. See, me and my dad, we had amazing relationships, and if I was heterosexual, I'm sure that, the guy, whoever that was going to be with me, had to make sure his shit right and tight.
Got
You
to be
feel
up
me?
there.
You would have had to been, you know what I mean? Because my dad was a real solid nigga, you know what I mean? A man's man, you feel me? So I think that's why I am who I am today, you know what I mean? So, but neither here nor there. But yeah,
Shout
so
out
like
to
you,
dads, man.
shout
Shout out
out
to
to
the dads
Pops.
that's doing it right.
Shout out to the dads that's doing it right. You know what I'm saying? He raised me right, definitely. But yeah, definitely, parents do affect that in your relationships. I wanted to know, like, why you think effort is important in a relationship? I'm gonna go first because I don't want to put
Okay.
you on the spotlight. So I think that the more effort that is put into a relationship, the stronger it is, right? The more effort that you put into something that you want, the better that you have of reaching that goal, right? So if you have a, like, say you have a car, you love this car, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I want this car. I want to make sure this I keep this car up. What you gonna do with the car? Cause you love it. You gonna put the effort into keeping it up. You gonna make
Yep.
sure your oil is changed. You gonna make sure your motherfucking tires change. You gonna make sure the shit washed every time. You gonna make sure it's vacuumed. So that's no different from a person in a love relationship, whether it's platonic, whether it's mother and daughter, friends, cousins, whoever. It's about the effort that you put in it into it. And the only way to maintain a relationship is by investing time and energy into one and having the other person reciprocate that, because you can't be one person that's giving out all this effort and it's not, you're not receiving that effort back, because then you're gonna feel like it's one-sided relationship, like, damn bitch. I'm sorry for my children out
Yeah, can a
there.
church say amen?
Can the church say amen? Hallelujah. Because you can't be the only person putting in, effort into a relationship. It's gonna feel one sided. It's like, damn, motherfucker, you don't think you can put in no work too? It's not. I'm not just a bad person. I don't have all the
Dude,
flaws here. What are you talking about here?
I say that
You're not miss.
motherfucker
You're
again.
not perfect. What the fuck?
Say that shit one more time.
You're not fucking perfect. I'm not the only person with issues. You know what I'm saying? And when people,
That
I call
part
those
right
people type
there.
of gaslighters. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't even, it's subconscious. And I'm going to let y'all know why it's subconscious down the line as we get further into the show. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some deep shit. It's called, you know what I'm saying, repetition compulsion. But we're going to get into that a little later. The shit is deep. So people who feel like they don't be making mistakes in relationships, or they always trying to be perfect, are gaslighters, okay? These are gaslighters. It's narcissistic tendencies. You gotta be careful. These are red flags, because no one's perfect in a relationship. Everybody's gonna have flaws. Everybody's gonna, not be on the same page all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to communicate and you got to make that effort. You feel me? Some people don't
Yeah.
want to make that effort. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't put at least the same amount of or more effort into spending time with you, then it will fade out. So if somebody don't want to make the time or the effort to come see you, or make sure they in communication with you or contacting you, or they only waiting for you to reach out and shit, like,
Mm.
nah. Nah, man. It's not just about you, it's about me too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That was my
Yeah, it's
that was my
about
answer.
me.
Wakanda forever.
Yep, yep,
And
yep.
yes,
Okay.
you're not suffering none of that.
I'm not what?
You're not suffering.
Apparently, I'm not suffering none of that.
You're not suffering none of that. That's wonderful. And that means she is of equal yoke. You see what I'm saying? And y'all gotta, just make sure that joint bubble. So what you think? What you think on why is effort important in a relationship?
I think like it circled back to what I was saying last time, where it's like you gotta want to do something, then you gotta be
And the poor is gonna get poorer.
on me talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I know he's coming. Shout out to the sponsors in the middle of me talking.
I'm sorry. Oh, my fault.
Oh shit.
My fault, son. My fault, my fault.
Nah, it's Gucci. It's like I was saying though, that shit, it's about knowing what you want to do, knowing there's something better, and then fucking working towards it every day to do it. And so that shit's it's like you said, it's like any goal that you're trying to have. If your goal is to have a better relationship with this person, y'all gotta both be on that page of, okay, what do we need to do to better ourselves, to better each other, to move this forward. And if we not
Right.
moving forward, we stagnant, and stagnant shit stink.
Stagnant shit stinks. Let's repeat that. Stagnant shit stinks. Okay? That stagnant shit stinks. We got the message for the masses today, baby. We got the
Yo!
message. Come on, let's go.
Stagnant shit stink, motherfucker. Get to moving.
We get the popping our shit, man. We get the popping our shit on TTRLA, man. It's about, you gotta make sure that shit is, y'all gotta make sure shit right with y'all, you know what I mean? If you want to have effort in relationship, the effort in the relationship means paying attention to your partner's needs too. Because it's a lot of people missing it. It's a lot of people not paying attention to the needs of their partner. And people tell you, because when I sold cars, I always like to bring shit back to selling cars because my GM, the guy who taught me some things, as well as Malcolm Reed, another GM who taught me some things, Paul Tabola. Oh, and shout out to Terry Ferguson, my manager, gave me the opportunity. I'm sorry, I'm just triggering
Hey,
all type
shout
of
out to
things.
everybody that put you on. Come on now.
You know what I mean? Paul Tabola, you know what I'm saying, told me that, you know, when you're selling cars, it's four steps, and those 4 steps apply to you in life too. So when you have to make sure when you put an effort in a relationship that you are paying attention to your partner's needs. And when you're paying attention to people's needs, just like I was about to say, is when I sold cars, I have to make sure that I'm paying attention to the customer and what they're telling me, because customers think they know or think they know what they want, but they really don't. So you have to really listen to the needs of what they want. So that translates back to a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Any type of relationship. I'm not just talking about sexual relationships. It's any type of relationships. But since we're talking about relationships, that's what I'm talking on right now. When you're paying attention to your partner's needs, your partner is always going to tell you the things that they need from you. You have to listen though. It's not going to be a direct thing. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
gotta
almost,
listen
especially with women. Let's say for men, y'all gotta understand. With women, you know what I mean? They're gonna tell you, but it's gonna be like some riddle shit. You know what I mean? Hopscotch. I
The
like
cow
blue.
jumped over the moon type shit. I'm
You know what
crying
I
now.
mean? Now you got to translate the shit. You got to translate. She said hopscotch, blue scoop, blue moon. Oh, she
Yeah,
like
but
the
what you
color
talking
blue.
about is that a man's gonna tell. I'm gonna tell you what I want, and either you're gonna listen, and that's what be happening is that you hear me, you hear what I'm saying, but you're not listening to for that reason. You just listening to hear what I'm saying. Like, okay, yes, you
You
want
hear it
something
to
fixed.
respond. Some people hear to respond.
Anything. Take a breath. Relax. I'm not saying you only listen to respond, but I'm saying you gotta be listening to actually fix what's being said.
Don't listen to me, Denonis. Don't. I'm just responding. Don't listen to me.
Now she listening to me. She hear exactly. She
Okay,
know
okay.
she hear me. She hear what
Uh,
I'm saying. She just getting offended by it.
it's okay. Sometimes the truth is offensive. You know what I'm saying? I get offended by my woman all the time, at least 3 to 4 times a day. You know what I mean? With the truth. You know what I mean? She tells me the truth often.
I think one of the best things that you just said today was like, we all. I'm not the only one with issues. You feel me? We all got issues. It's issues
Yes.
on both sides. It's something everybody got to be working on, and that's part of that listening shit right there. It's like, okay, what is it that you actually asking me to change? Just because I think I'm changing something for you does not mean that I'm changing what you want me to change. So I gotta
Right.
sit down and ask, what is it that you want changed? Why is it that you want that change? So I could better understand it. And then now let's talk about how I could change that.
Exactly. How we can both compromise on both parts, because I don't want people to think that you have to change who you are as a person when to be in a relationship. That's not what we're saying here. But when you are paying attention to your partner's needs, sometimes their needs is something to they may want you to maybe stop doing some things, or maybe as much, you know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
my man.
and some of that stuff be subconscious. It be something that you so used to doing. Your partner mentioned it to you. You don't even think about it. It's like, okay, now I need to take the time. You got to give me the time to even realize I'm doing this when I'm doing it to be able to work on changing it.
Right, because it's about your love language, and that's what I wanted to. Because I'm sorry, that was my manager. My manager tapping in to tell me so if I look like I'm zoning out a little bit. Yeah, because exactly what you said though is about your love language. It's about really your partner's needs. Your needs that you have with the person ultimately deals with your love language. And I wanted to do an assessment with you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's a love language quiz you both can take. And you can answer, but since you'll be the voice, you'll be answering first. So hold on, let me share the screen real quick. Before I share the screen, I gotta go on another commercial break so I can get my shit together. Hold up real quick.
What do you say?
Real quick. Yeah. Say man, it's Street Top Radio LA.
Yeah.
So take it off like you're home alone. You know this in front of the mirror while you're on the phone.
1948 Cadillac. 61 series.
61 series. So this is a 1928 Cadillac 61 series.
Oh, all right. Okay. Can you hear me, Black
Oh
woman?
shit, we seeing too much right now.
You saying too many things?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, can you see it?
We can see your page and shit too. Oh yeah,
You can. Oh, you can see the screen too.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
All right.
love
Cool.
language quiz.
All right, bet. So this is you guys for my people out there in the audio world. This is a love language quiz by Dr. John Lond. I always like to do these type of assessments, especially for people out there, it's myself, other people, Black woman, you know what I'm saying, my listeners, who, want to get a better understanding of love. Me, I need a better understanding of love. So I had to take this quiz myself earlier today. So I'm gonna ask you the first question. Which what statement best describes you?
We taking a quiz. Come here, hold up. Don't go to sleep. She
Don't
got a
go to
little
sleep,
grumpy. She want to
bananas.
go to sleep now.
Don't go to sleep. Bring her back. Okay, what statement best describes you? A deeply feeling person, a talkative person, a doing, showing person.
You. Which one best
Hey,
describes you?
a deeply feeling person.
For her, she a deeply feeling person. I'm pretty sure I'm a talkative one.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh wait, I gotta do y'all individually. So who gonna? I'm gonna do her first.
You want to give us the site? We can pull it up right here and do one the same time type shit.
Okay, bet. So the site is drlund.com.
Doctor what?
Dr. LUND
Okay.
.com, and you got to put the slash quizzes slash love dash language dash
All right.
quiz.
Give us a second. Give us a second.
Is it there?
Doctor LUD. So what was it?
LUND.com
LUND.com/. Now what's the
slash quizzes
slash quizzes?
slash love dash language.
Why not? We artists around here. I can't spell quizzes. How you spell it?
Oh, quizzes is QUIZZES. I haven't spelled quizzes in a long time, so don't feel
Shit, I can't spell nothing.
bad.
I grew up with spell check.
No bullshit. I have to spell shit. Kids, y'all make sure y'all out there spelling.
Oh, God, make sure y'all read,
Reading,
motherfucker.
reading. Y'all got to read. You got to work that mind.
We gonna Google it real quick because it didn't come
Oh
up.
wait,
Oh,
let me just send it to you. Let me just copy it like this. Boom.
there we go.
Cause I'm tripping. Why didn't I think of that? Let me go here. Got my manager cursing me out. She like, why didn't you tell me that? We doing some unexpected stuff. It's not nothing you can plan. You
Yeah,
can't plan
we
stuff like this.
spontaneous in this motherfucker.
Some spontaneous shit happening here. You know what I mean? Okay, I just sent it to your Instagram, as you can see.
Alright. Yeah, we opening it right now.
And
Boom,
then
we
both and then
tapped.
y'all both can answer the questions at the same time.
Boom, we tapped in. All right, we tapped in. We live. We got it. We
Okay, we
locked
got
in.
it. All right. So the first question, I'm gonna ask you. Oh, she already gave me her answer. So what you choosing? Which one you talking? You the talkative
I'm,
sharing person?
yeah, I'm talkative. I'm gonna do
Okay.
hers on this one. You should do mine on this
Um,
screen.
all right, cool. So I'm gonna put you as a talkative sharing person. Bet. All right, number two. The thing I remember receiving most in my childhood was affection, verbal praise, award rewards.
I don't remember none of it.
I mean, for mine, I'm gonna put verbal praise.
Okay.
Me too.
Number three, the family I grew up in demonstrated love by touching, telling, it was understood.
It was understood.
Okay. As a child, I remember being, if none of these things happened, which one would you have feared the most? Okay. So as a child, I remember being spanked, yelled at, grounded. I remember
All of that.
mine. No
Give me
bullshit.
spank. Give me spank though.
Get spanked, what? Got my ass whooped,
Yeah,
boy.
the switch, all that. I remember
All
the
that
first time I
switch,
had to make the
nigga.
switch. Ooh,
Nigga,
I was so
y'all,
mad,
man, the switch that you had to make, you got to twist them joints together so they don't come apart. They don't
man.
even know about them joints. They don't even know about. They don't know about the wide little string up in the downstairs basements, the little plastic joints that be hanging. Rip them
Man,
joints down.
I remember one time my sister had fucking called the cops on my mom. So ever since then, she got this giant wooden spoon. That shit was like this thick, no bullshit, and she
Hey,
would
I
just
think
beat
the
us.
same thing.
She would beat us on our hands because the cops told her the hands don't leave no fucking mark. Go ahead, you
Oh,
go,
what type of police? What the
go,
fuck?
go in right there.
That's
I'm like,
fucked up.
damn.
That's fucked up. What type of police? I called the police. I called the police up. Well, I actually ran to the fire station because my father was beating the shit out of my brother. Because the nigga was a little
Yeah,
klepto. Man, he was beating my brother so bad. I got so scared. I went to the fire station, man. I got my ass whooped for that.
yeah.
Okay, number five. People need to be considerate of other people's feelings, how they speak to each other, other people's time and schedules.
I want to let her answer first because she's been copying my answers.
Other people's feelings.
She put other people's feelings. I think I'm gonna go with how they speak to each other.
How they speak to each other. Okay. So this one right here says, in communicating affection to my significant other, I prefer to give tender kisses, express tender words, give a gift of tender meaning.
Oh, just the last one.
Okay, she gonna put give gifts of tender meaning.
Okay. And what
I'm
you
a
gonna put?
I'm gonna put give tender kisses.
Give tender kisses. Oh, let's go ahead and throw the class for that one. That is awesome. So we're gonna put give tender kisses. I would most enjoy receiving from my companion some sloppy toppy. Okay, the first one is a
Okay.
hug, a hug and a kiss, an opportunity to talk about the day's events, a phone call during the day.
A phone call during the day.
Okay, she gonna put a phone call during the day,
Okay,
and mm, I want to say a hug and a kiss, but I want to say an opportunity to talk about the day's events.
which one's more important, the how your day going or a hug and a kiss?
Both.
Yeah, I need them
I
both. You feel
know
me?
you need them
I
both.
need to talk about my day while we hugging and kissing. You
So
feel
we're
me?
going
Like,
to go with talk about your day, and then we just know you also want the hugs and kisses. So the Niners
yeah,
be paying attention, be paying attention.
yeah, all that.
Okay, so number eight, for a small gift I would most enjoy receiving. Okay, a coupon that said good for one back rub or foot massage. Oh, that's nice. A personal handwritten letter expressing appreciation. A chance to work with my spouse on a favorite project.
Yeah, I'm gonna. She put a chance to work on a project, and I actually think I'm gonna pick that one too.
A chance to work on a project. Okay, you
Yeah.
guys are builders. Okay, builders. All right. The next question is, I am most frustrated by insensitive people, critical people, unfair people.
Unfair people.
I think you should put critical people, but
What?
okay.
You can't, the Black Coleman, you can't tell her what to put. Can't tell her what to put, Black Coleman. Come on. Come on, let me give you the button. Let me give you the button.
Okay, she gonna put unfair people. I'm gonna put. Let's reread the question. I'm most frustrated by. Uh,
I don't give a fuck about
yeah, I,
sensitive
I guess I'm gonna go with unfair people too.
Unfair people.
It's
Are you
because I
sure?
don't really care
Is
about
this
such.
your answer or is this the non-ish answer?
I mean, it's both our answers, but it's just because I don't care about sensitivity. You feel me? And then critical shit, I'ma flare you up, whatever you got to say about my shit, anyway. So it's not gonna frustrate me. But that unfair shit gonna get me mad. Like, all right, I ain't got no control in it. It's unfair.
Okay, so we're gonna go with unfair. He choosing unfair people. All right. So number 10 says, I need to spend more time with my significant other talking about. We have positive things, significant events, alternatives, and solutions.
alternative and solutions and positive things.
You only get one. You get one.
Okay, I took the last one.
Okay, choose an alternative and solutions. And yeah, I want to go with that too. Salute. You know, we gotta solve shit. We trying to.
Right. We got you always giving us some good solutions to some excellent problems we be having. You feel me?
And you know,
Okay.
it'd be easy to talk from shit from the outside. Your own life be a hard motherfucker to solve.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? So you always gotta have some type of alternative. I would prefer walking hand in hand, a positive heart to heart talk, a clean house or well kept yard. My boo gonna pick that
Yeah.
clean house. Clean house.
Eh,
You got OCD.
yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the clean house.
The
Well,
clean house, you got OCD too, black hole man.
I don't got no OCD. I'm messy as hell. But you feel me? If
Oh,
somebody else gonna clean it, I'm going for it.
No, you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you know what? I used to be just like that. And then once they clean all the time, guess what you find yourself doing? The fuck cleaning. You gonna be cleaning like shit. Okay, number 12. It is more important to have my significant other sit next to me, talk about my hopes and dreams, remember to run an errand for me.
I prefer. Hold on, I'm trying to get her answers right because you know what I'm saying. This quiz got to
Okay.
come out correct.
It's got to come out correct.
What is
I like it. You know what I
You rather
mean?
walking hand in hand, a positive physical talk. You
what
sure?
is
No, you rather heart to heart talk. But okay,
Yo, 37.
okay.
Turn up, Mo. All these bitches gone fuck me for a chat. For a chat. Say she love me only.
Yeah.
It's more
No.
important to have my significant other sit next to me, talk about my hopes and dreams, remember to run an errand for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go with remember to run an errand for me.
Yeah, because you was an entrepreneur, nigga. You need
Yeah,
help.
Me talking about
yeah. Look. And she picked talk about hopes and dreams.
Talks about hosting drinks. Oh, okay. Number 13. I would rather be embraced and treated affectionately, told that I am loved, shown that I am loved.
showing the
She gonna go with showing that I am loved,
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna go with embraced and treated affectionately.
I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, number 14. What I admire in a friend is unconditional acceptance, availability and understanding, loyalty and dependability. These some good fucking questions.
Yeah, run me up that loyalty and dependability.
Loyalty and dependability, absolutely.
And she gonna
Oh,
take availability and understanding.
availability. Okay, so y'all on the same page with that.
Wait,
15. I
that's
would
opposite
prefer to
pages
have
right there. She wants somebody easy access. You feel me? That understand her. Now I want you
no.
motherfucker be dependable. When I want you to do something, show up and get that motherfucker done.
And when she wants you available mentally, she wants you to be showing up.
Okay, touche.
Touche, you feel me? I got your back, them honest. I got your back, girl. Okay, 15. I would prefer
Tell me why
I
she
would
did like send little spirit fingers to you. She like,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Women power. You know, that's my feminine side, boo. You know what I mean? That's my feminine side. You gotta stick together, girl. Okay. Number 15. I would prefer to have my significant other. We have reach out and touch me. Say I love you. Surprise me with a good deed. Reach out and
surprise me with a
touch.
good deed.
Surprise you with a good deed. All right. Let me put that.
She said, reach out and touch me.
Reach out. Somebody's hand, make it a better
I mean, I'm saying
world
I'll be
if
touching her all the
we
time.
can.
I don't know what she
You better
means, but
reach out and touch her. Reach out and grab her bottom. No.
I reach up and grab her.
Reach out. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. We do not approve reaching out and grabbing any lady. By the, don't do that unless she consents.
Yeah,
Consent.
if
We
she
are
just
about
said she
consent.
wanted it, it's a go. It's
If
green.
it's a go and she consent, don't do it if she don't consent. Okay. Number 16. My idea of a great weekend is, spending time just being together, visiting with friends and family, getting lots of projects accomplished.
What was
These
the
some good
question?
ones.
My
Uh
idea of a great weekend is I'm gonna go with the getting lots of projects accomplished.
yeah, because you was an entrepreneur for real, for real. Okay. So we got what she put?
Wait,
The
wait.
first one.
She gonna put spending time just being together. But see, they should have had one that says like
Yeah,
going on
but
trips or something. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't want to just spend time together. She's trying to be outside with a nigga. But
She
okay.
tried it. But you can spend time outside. I don't mean inside. I don't mean
Yeah, but for
inside.
me, since we just spending time together, like right here in this bed, we together.
Right, right. Because
We
that's
don't gotta
love.
go
That's what
nowhere.
love do. Look at y'all little love birds. I like that. Come on, throw the hand clap.
It was
Hand
like-
clap to 'em. Throw the hand claps. But
yeah, I did like the vacation.
so number 17, I would prefer receiving appreciation by the sloppy toppy. A hug, a kind word, receiving something I love.
receiving something that I
Yep. Yeah, receiving something that I love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, number 18. Which
And
with
you
which
let it dick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
hey yeah. Throw the hand clap. Throw the hand clap. With which of these statements would you most agree? I would rather hold hands in public or walk arm in arm, mean it than live in a fancy house. I would rather be told I was loved than be married to a workaholic who is always giving me everything but himself or herself. Or you shouldn't have to tell people you love them. They should know it by the way they're treated. Oh, damn.
With which of these statements would you most agree? I would rather hold hands in public or walk arm in arm and mean it than live in a fancy house. I'd rather be told I was loved than be married to a workaholic who is always giving me everything but himself or herself. I'm gonna go with the you shouldn't have to tell people you love them. They should know it by the way they treat it.
No.
Yeah, I feel like that. Y'all both gonna choose that one?
Yeah.
She said she
Okay.
don't choose that one, but I think she would rather be told that she was loved than be married to a workaholic who's always giving me everything. But okay.
Okay. So number eight, you can't choose her questions, Black
Okay.
Cool Man.
I can't. I can't.
Okay, the thing that upsets me most about children is their not being affectionate, talking back, not being obedient.
Not being obedient.
Yeah, that's my big thing.
Yeah, we don't play that.
Yeah, I don't like no not be obedience. Okay. The number 20, the thing that upsets me most about my loved one is their lack of intimacy, failure to communicate, lack of responsibility. Now don't get put in the doghouse, but say what's on your mind.
Okay, the thing that upsets me the most about my loved one is their lack of intimacy, failure to communicate, lack of responsibility. Hmm.
Lack of responsibility.
I guess I'm gonna go with. I guess I'm gonna go with. I don't know. It's a tough one between failure to communicate and lack of responsibility.
Which one is the most infuriating?
I guess failure to communicate.
Okay, we're gonna go with failure to communicate. Number 21 says, I would rather have my significant other be physically expressive and touching, recognize my efforts in words of appreciation, demonstrate appreciation by something I can see.
Yeah, the last one.
She gonna pick demonstrate appreciation. I'm gonna pick recognize my efforts with word
Words
of
of
appreciation.
appreciation.
I
Right.
see. I can see.
22. When I get
Mhm.
upset as a parent, I am more inclined to, we are talking about being reasonable. We are talking about being reasonable in all of this, not abusive behavior. So we ain't talking about beating the shit out your kids, okay? When I get upset as a parent, I am more inclined to spank, scold, withdraw privileges. I'm gonna withdraw privileges like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm withdrawing
Okay.
privileges.
Not with this one.
You do a spank?
No.
Nah, she said not with the spank, but shit. It's just because we don't gotta get there. You know, we learned a better way to go around it now. But
Right, right. So withdraw privileges. So, as a parent of a young child, I would prefer, and they say it's about what you think they would like. It's of what is what you would prefer to do. So, as a parent of a young child, I would prefer holding or wrestling with them, reading a story to them, taking them to the park.
mm,
I like
it's
going to the
tough
park.
between reading a story and taking them to the park. I'm trying to read a story at the park.
So you multitasking, nigga. Let's throw the hand
Yeah.
claps for my man. Throw the hand claps. Throw the
I'm
hand
trying to
clap.
be outside. I'm gonna go with reading a story though, just because that's better for both of us.
Right, mental stimulation. You feel me? Okay, number 24. I feel good. I feel good when just being held, being able to fully express myself, getting things done.
If you were, I'm copying.
I said. I just being held.
Getting things done.
Getting things done.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
number 25. Which best describes you? Physically expressive, verbally expressive, accomplishment oriented.
the first visit.
Physically expressive.
Yeah.
The
I
Nonish
think
is a toucher over there.
yeah, she abusive. That's what she mean. I I think I'm verbally expressive
Verbally expressive,
sometimes.
so y'all both abusive. It's just toxic shit. Shut up,
Sometimes,
motherfucker. Pow pow. I love you, baby. Mm.
yeah, something like that.
Right. At 26, as a sign of caring for me, I would like to receive from a loved one lots of affection, sincere praise, hands on help.
Hands-on help.
Hands on help. I need somebody to relieve some of this
I
pressure up
need
off me.
no hell nah. You choose something else. You choose some love and affection or some praise.
This nigga say,
Don't be
hell
lying to
no.
yourself. Don't be lying to the podcast
Don't
now.
lie on the podcast. Don't lie. Throw the hand clap.
We
Put you in the
need to
hot seat.
self-evaluate.
You're in the hot seat.
She gonna stick with it, I guess. Hands-on help.
Okay. I would prefer to have my significant other. Man, that's a long ass picture. Spend more one-on-one time with me. Pay me a compliment. Okay, this is the last question. Pay me a compliment. Show greater participation in doing daily tasks.
Greater participation in daily tasks.
Yeah. I do the first.
Okay, so Black Core Man, it seems like your love language is visually oriented, you know. You
That's what it
are.
says to her too.
Oh, okay. So y'all are more showers. Y'all like stop, forget all the other shit. Show me.
Yeah. Forget all the
Show
other shit.
me.
Show me. Show me the money.
Show me the motherfucking money. So y'all both know that both you guys have to pay attention to each other's needs. Visually show the love that is there. You know what I'm saying? And make sure shit is tight and right. Would y'all agree with? Did y'all agree with that?
Yeah, should
Yeah.
be tight as a motherfucker.
Should be hello.
Should be tight and right. That ain't the
Tight
problem.
and right, tight
Should be
and right.
tight
We
and right.
making it right. You know what I mean? If it ain't right, it ain't right. Y'all is funny as shit. But that's what love. So back to what we were saying though. But that's what love is. Love is that. Love
Yeah.
is making that personal connection. Love is you guys sitting down and taking that personal time to get to know one another. You know what I'm saying? Love requires sweat equity, is like what I call it. You know what I mean? It requires you to like get down and dirty. Some people, pull back from love because they're not prepared on the inside. And when you're not prepared to love yourself, you're unable to love anyone else, because then you don't trust anybody. Love requires trust. It really, to really make love happen, you have to trust that you can deal with whatever comes. And if it doesn't work out for some reason, that takes real guts, you know what I'm saying, to step away from it. But ultimately, you have to be able to love you on the inside if you want to make love work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be, and I always like to say this, you guys have to be of equal yoke. You know what I'm saying? You can't be down here. I mean, you can't be up here, or she's down here, or you're down here, she's up here, and it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a good balance, because somebody's always going to be thinking that they're lacking, because every time you elevate, you're drawing yourself further away, you know what I'm saying, from that person. So you want to make sure that you're of equal yoke of your partner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean by of equal yoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta make sure y'all on the same page. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I tell my partner, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's gonna be 60-40. Sometimes I'm gonna be 60%, you're gonna be 40%. Sometimes you're gonna be 40%, I'm gonna be 60%. But if you put it together, it equals what?
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, come on. Throw the claps, throw the claps. Shit's still a hundo. You know what I mean? Shit's still a hundo. So if we both keeping it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be Gucci. Shit gonna continue. We gonna continue to elevate. Now I also tell my partner that our relationship is like going to an amusement park, a fun ass amusement park. Sometimes the rides may malfunction. You know what I'm saying? But as a mechanic, I'm a mechanic. It's my job to go in there and fix the shit, because when you the masculine, or the man, in the situation, you gotta sometimes make a little bit more effort. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just That's just how I go. You gotta put in a little bit more effort to make sure the ride is running right. And because you are leading by example, you know what I'm saying? And what you pour into her, she will ultimately be able to pour into the kids, your kids, if she doesn't have your kids of her own, your children. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a trickle down effect. if
Yeah.
if the if she's getting loved, if you're getting loved properly, that love then pours into your children, and your children getting loved properly, then that love pours into their children. You know what I'm saying? Then you break generational curses.
Yep. And that's it's like, how we said we get it from our parents. So it starts with the relationship between me and her got to be strong enough so that when my kids see it, they like, okay, this is what I want. This is how it's supposed to be. This is
Exactly.
how I'm going, bring it up
Exactly.
different.
Especially when you're dealing with blended families. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with, sometimes people come into relationships without kids. You know what I'm saying? And one
Yeah.
person may have children. So you ultimately have to be making sure that you are making the right, number one, not only the connection for yourself. When there's children involved, you have to be making sure you're making the right connection for your children, because you don't want to be showing them negativity when you're trying to elevate with a person that you feel like you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. Always have to be positive things being shown, and always has to be love being shown. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to have some hiccups. Shit's not always going to be sunshines and smiley faces, but you have to be able to communicate properly, inside the home and outside the home, because children receive energy, so you have to make sure your
Yeah,
energy is on point.
definitely.
And if you have attachment issues too, if you have attachment issues, or if you are disappointed by your family when you were little, or that unconsciously affects your relationships, you know what I'm saying? So you want to
Yeah,
make sure.
that was something else I wanted to say right there. That's like when you were saying being on the same wavelength. Sometimes it's a effort to get on that same wavelength, and you gotta both be willing to
Oh, I
decide
like
that
how
this
you
is something
said that.
that we gonna work towards. Like we doing this, we in this to. I understand that you may be lacking in this, your love language may be lacking in this way, but I'm gonna work with you because I do love you and I have it. I'm gonna work with you to show you how it is and how it works, so that you can have it and show it back to me.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, that's a partnership, and that's it's not only a relationship, a partnership, but it's a friendship. I also believe that in order for a good love, to to start, you have to have a good friendship. You know, you have to be on a good level as friends. You know what I'm saying? Because you always want to make sure you know your friend is first. You know what I'm saying? Then you know lover comes next, but friend first. You know what I mean? Because then if you're seeing her as a friend, you know you less likely to, you know, treat her bad. You know, you don't want to treat your friend bad. You want to be like what you say, loyal and dependable, you know? So,
Yeah.
or vice versa, not just the, you know, for her, but for you, for him, for her to you and you to her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you also don't want, for people out there that are listening in audio world, you don't want to have a laundry list of do's and don'ts. You know what I'm saying? That's not love, that is a business. So if you're trying to get into a business, you don't put love in that shit. You know, you got laundry lists. I don't want you to do this. You can do this, but don't do this. You know what I'm saying? It's understandable if you're worried about love going bad, but if you're scared of abandonment, anger, wasted time, and hurt, some people, you know, you won't get a good connection with somebody. You'll always be drawn to messed up relationships. You'll always be drawn to fail for people with issues. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned that earlier. It's called repetition compulsion, and that is the unconscious need to reenact early traumas in the attempt to overcome or master them. Such traumas are repeated in new situations, symbolic of the repressed prototype. So if you're a person that's had a lot of issues, a lot of traumas and stuff like that, and you haven't healed and you haven't seeked help, you know what I'm saying, for that, you're going to be uh, redoing a lot of those traumatic situations in relationships, and you always going to be unhappy, you know what I mean? So I always want my people out there to, you know, just put effort into love. Just love effortlessly, because love can be effortless, and love could be, you know, constant. Love is a verb, it's an action verb, you know. It takes effort into love to continue, because feelings fade, you know. It's an emotion that can fade unless you're putting effort into it. And you have to value the people that are around you. You have to value the person that you're with, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's all I really got for today's episode. I think we touched bases on a lot of things. Did you learn something today, Black Woman? Because
Yeah,
I
I
learned
definitely
something
did.
today. You getting out some good knowledge, you know. And I want to thank Donata for tapping in, doing the positive show, the show with me too. You know what I'm saying? That was great. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Black Coleman, I'm gonna see you again next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a,
you know I love you.
you know, we out here, man. I appreciate you, and we gonna holler at you. All right,
All right.
all right. Hey, I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Hey, the topic of the day is love effort, you know. And I think it is. I think you have to put some effort into love in order to love somebody. You know, shout out to everybody that is out there in audio and checking me out on YouTube. Shout out to my co-host, Black Corn Man. Shout out to Ben Ready, man. You guys make sure you check out No Rules Podcast, Sports for You, and No Filter Podcast. Those are all platforms on Townhouse Media. Long live PJ21. Today is Taco Tuesday. Shout out to his mom and his family and friends. Shout out to my cousins. Long live Meatball. Y'all know I never go an episode without telling my wonderful, my beautiful woman that I love her. She is amazing. She is the apple to my pie, the sugar to my Cheerios, you know what I'm saying? The sock to my shoe, you know what I mean? She always showing me love. She always helping me out. She always keeping me straight. Each and every day we elevate. I just want to thank her. I just love everything about her. I love our family, you know. I never go an episode without saying free motherfucking Simba, you know what I'm saying? The GOAT, inshallah, he will be home soon, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank the judge in advance for letting everything go through and let my man tap down with us, you know. I want to shout out to my hood. Shout out to 41 Backstreets. Long live Dino De Niro. Long live Tutu, man. Long live my father, you know what I mean? Shout out to Scooby and my mother. Shout out to Jamil, who's currently incarcerated inmate in Georgia. This is his song, I Got a Check, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all check that out. Stream that on all platforms. And I'm out this bitch.
Now, what you like to do, sir? I would like for you to call your wife, sir. I will when I'm done. Get out of the car. Come on, bro. Get out of the car. 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 Listen. Get out of the car. I am a paraplegic, bro. You can hurt me. Get out of the car. You can hurt me.
You're making this work.
I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me. They can hurt me. Get out, car. Bro, I'm a paraplegic. Get out. You have to go. What's your name again?
Clifford Owens.
Owensby? Yes. Driver, so turn the car for me, please. All right, under your seatbelt for me. Yeah, I'm out of your seatbelt car.
I can't step out the car, sir. I'm a paraplegic. I got help getting in.
Well, I'll help you getting out.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna help you get out.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, sir.
Well, I do, because I'm asking you, but I'm telling you. So it's not an option.
Can I ask?
Yeah. Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA.